Welcome to the Great Travel Challenge. Each episode, our guides touch down somewhere new and battle it out to give you the best travel experience. Whose tour wins? Only you, the viewer, can decide. Go to our Facebook page and vote for Trevor or Nick. This episode, London.
Hey there, I'm Trevor Boris.
And I'm Nicholas Casimir.
And welcome to London, England.
My version of London is the underground London, the real London.
Nick lives life on the edge.
I'm here for the revolution.
What you do, this is what theater's all about.
A lot of fashion scouts come here, and a lot of young designers.
You know, this is one of the places where icon architecture really took hold.
That will give you the royal treatment.
Trevor wants to be king of the castle.
Do you want me in the picture too?
This is Prince William.
And he's rolling in style.
This is like the poshest of posh places.
Your cup should be about 3 1/4 inches.
It's not the size that matters though, is it?
It's high-end versus street smart.
So let the games begin. Now go check into your hostel.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt. The gloves are off, except the Queen's. Her gloves stay on, but when they do come off, how does she tend to her royal skin? Trevor is about to find out.
If you want to do something really, really special for yourself or for someone you love, this is the place you have to come, Florist. Now this is like the poshest of posh places.
We're a perfumery, family-run perfumery. We've been going since 1730.
You do smell nice though.
Oh, thanks very much. We make a whole range of men's fragrances and ladies' fragrances, and also we make bespoke fragrances.
So that's like custom fragrances, right?
That's right.
No, also you hold a couple royal warrants. Is that true?
That's right, yeah. We're the only appointed perfumer to Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay.
And we have a royal warrant to His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales. We actually received our first in 1800.
The Queen. What kind of scent does she wear? I've
Well,
never gotten that close. I've never gotten close enough to the Queen to...
We can't really say what fragrance she wears.
Now, is it true you also make soap for the Queen?
Yeah, we make soap for the Queen.
What is her soap like?
Well, she uses some of the soap that we have for sale in the shop.
Can I buy the same soap that the Queen uses?
You could do.
All right, and then we'll get working on my signature smell.
Okay.
It's a little mix of maybe of J-Lo and Britney. All right, cool. Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.
Trevor may think he's ahead by a nose, but this battle is far from over. Back in the trenches, Nick finds London's hipster headquarters, Brick Lane.
I'm here with the London online editor of The Telegraph, John O'Kelly.
That's right.
So why do you love Brick Lane?
Because it's close to my house. But it's a microcosm for London in some ways because it's a convergence point for so many different people from all over the world.
One of the things I love about this area is people watching. It's really interesting to see what people are wearing in terms of fashion, in terms of style, in terms of trends.
Yeah, I think that's confirmed just looking around us now. You do see there's so much variance in style, so much individuality. If you go here frequently, you'll often see a lot of street style bloggers looking for people to scout, photograph. A lot of fashion scouts come here, and a lot of young designers who sell their goods here would actually walk up and down the street as well.
What is the best way to get around London?
For Londoners, I'd say the best way is to cycle. For tourists, I wouldn't recommend that. If you need to get from point A to B, getting the tube is the easiest way to do that.
Do you find London to be reasonably priced?
I think it's expensive, which isn't to say it's bad value. You can do a lot of things for free. Museums and galleries, some of the best in the world, free to enter. Street food's quite cheap and economical, and late night cultural events are often free as well.
London is really known for its culture, in terms of theater, in terms of all the arts.
Yeah, it's the best in the world. The audience here is very discerning, already quite cultured and quite demanding as well as a result of that, so it's a good quality filter. You really have to produce something fantastic in order for it to flourish here.
Yeah.
So it means if you are going to see a show, it should be a good one.
Ooh, them's fighting words. But Trevor's not worried. In his corner, the West End.
What makes the West End so special?
It's the biggest collection of theatres in the whole world. You can get to see all the major hits here.
Would you say the West End is better than Broadway?
Well, in terms of quantity, yes, definitely.
I didn't say bigger, I said is it better?
Well, we get a lot more plays in the West End rather than just musicals.
And you've been in a lot of plays yourself.
I certainly have. I've been in Me and My Girl, the original cast. I've been in Evita. I've been in Annie.
So did you play Annie?
No. I was a little old for that, I'm afraid.
It's a nice visual for me. How would you compare what's happening here in the West End to what's happening over in dirty East London?
Well, East London, I think you're talking really about the Fringe. It's where new writers and new performers get the chance to cut their teeth. And some of their work is really great, but it's a little bit more hit and miss.
They're dreaming of being here though, right?
Oh, of course. The ultimate for any live theatre performance is to have a transfer to the West End.
Thank you. Thank you, David O'Brien. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. This is where you want to be. You hear that, Nick?
Absolutely.
This is it. This is the dream, really, right?
Absolutely.
Trevor is taunting his foe like a champ. But Nick is holding his own, scoring points by hanging with the cool kids.
Penny, you are one of the founders of performance art.
For which I apologize to everybody everywhere.
London.
Yeah.
You seem to be thriving here.
I'm thriving here.
They get you.
You know what it is? There's a few things going on with London. Traditionally, the English have the ability to think and they lack enthusiasm. And then Americans are enthusiastic but don't know how to think. It's problematic.
Londoners, and I love the British, because you are ready to rebel at any second. When I was here in April, they kept saying to me, "Oh, are you here for the royal wedding?" I said, "No, I'm here for the revolution."
I'm told you're the man to speak to when it comes to anything interesting in theater.
Yeah.
Because for me, what you do, this is what theater's all about.
Yeah.
It's the alternative to the West End high-end productions.
I like putting shows together which really engage an audience, and I try to do that in some really interesting and creative way. It's great to be doing a show in a place like this. It's a community theatre, and you know, it's nice to be at the grassroots of that. So I mean, it's unlikely that you would ever find me doing a war horse.
I love what you do and the fact that you're putting everything on the line with interesting, innovative work. And so keep doing it.
Yes,
this is what London means to me, seriously. It's not going to posh restaurants or, you know, Buckingham Palace and all those hallmarks. I mean, those are great, I guess, but this is what London means.
Yeah.
Coming up on the Great Travel Challenge, is Trevor losing his focus?
What I really want to know is how big is Prince William's inseam?
And is Nick showing his true colors by hitting below the belt?
I think the Savile Row is a little bit, what's the word, old school.